So today we'll start with today the day 7. It's 08 31 2024. So we'll see one of the important concepts in JavaScript, and that concept is called bubbling and capturing. If you have done already, I did long back. If you remember, then it's good. If you don't remember, today will be revision of that one. Okay, so let's talk about bubbling and capturing. So I will create a new folder here in JavaScript. And I'll name it as bubbling. And in that, I will create a new file index.html. And I will create one structure HTML file. And I'll also create one file called script.js. And here we'll write all the JavaScript code. Okay, so index.html, I will call the script tag. So equal to script.js. So we are calling this script in this our index.html. Now, what exactly is the bubbling and capturing? We are talking about bubbling and capturing. Let's write down one. Let's create one file, readme, where I will explain my thoughts on it. So we are doing bubbling and capturing. So let's say we have one div, and ID of this div is grandparent, and we have another div inside it. The ID of this div is parent, and then we have div again inside it. The ID of it is child. So we have the grandparent, then parent, and child. Now I have on click. Whenever I click the grandparent, I have some listeners. So we have listeners in the JavaScript. So let's say when someone clicks the grandparent, I have click listener. Okay. And same thing with the parent and child also, I have the click listener. Now what will happen if I click grandparent? When I click grandparent, then only this click event for the grandparent will happen. So for example, in the console for grandparent, I will put the log of 1, or I will say grandparent, something like I will put some text grandparent. When I click the parent, I click listener, I console.log parent because I click the parent. When I click the child, I will have console.log of child. Now I will ask questions, okay? So pay attention here. Now, in each of the case, in each of this click, I can say that I want bubbling effect, or capturing effect. So this is up to me. I want to bubble it or I want to capture it. Now what exactly bubbling, I'll just tell you in a minute. Here also I can tell my code whether I want bubbling effect or I want capturing effect. Here also I can say whether I want bubbling effect or the capturing effect. So let's consider the first case. Let's consider the first case of bubbling. Now, what bubbling means? Bubbling means if I click the child one, then the parent is also clicked and the grandparent is also clicked because it bubbles up. It bubbles up. And when I tell the script that I want capturing, and when I click the child one, child Dave, then first grandparent will be called, click of grandparent, and then parent will be called, and then child will be called. So it is capturing. Capturing means it comes from top to down. Bubbling means it bubbles up. So it goes from child to grandparent. So now question, I'll ask question. What will happen if I click the child in the bubbling? Which one is called first? You can type your answer. I have bubbling effect. I click the child. Which one will be shown first? Console.log of child or console.log of grandparent, child. And then after child, it will show parent. After parent, it will show grandparent. Okay. And if it is capturing event, then what will happen? Whether it will be called grandparent first or parent first or child first? Grandparent first, and then parent, and then child. There can be mix and match also. You know, grandparent can have bubbling effect, parent can have capturing effect, child can have bubbling effect. That part we will see later. First, we will only concentrate whether everything is bubbling or capturing. So to demonstrate this, we will create one example to demonstrate all these things. So I'll go here in the body tag. I will go here and I will create some HTML to show you what I mean. So initially I will create one div. This is just a holding div. I will name this as a class of content. This does not have grandparent ID, but inside it I will create one div, and ID of this will be grandparent, and then I will create another inside it. I will create another parent, and inside it I will create another as a child. So we have three div, one is grandparent, then parent, then child. I will give styling, otherwise I will not know which one is grandparent. So let's give some styling. This styling is not a part of today's class. I'll just give styling to understand which one is grandparent, which one is parent, which one is child. So first let me give some styling to content. Then I will give some styling to grandparent. So don't worry about styling. This is only to demonstrate which one is parent, which one is grandparent, and which one is child. So to apply the style sheet to IDs, I have to use #. Okay, so here in the grandparent, I will make the background color of red, and for the parent, I will make the background color of green. For the child, I will make the background color of blue. And And here I will make the size height of, for example, 300 pixel, width of 300 pixels, so that we know this is the bigger one. Now this one will be 200 and this one will be 100. Okay, if I run this, still the things are not okay. Okay, here is the thing. I'm fine with this effect. At least I can see all the three boxes. So I will not work more on the styling for now. Okay, only thing now I'll see whether what happens when I click on it, kind of thing. Okay, right now let's keep it like this only. Okay, so now we will write down the script so that I will put some event listener on the click of child, parent, or grandparent. Okay, so let me write down the code for this one. Okay, so to get the parent, I can say document dot query selector. This is the normal JavaScript. We use this query selector to select any ID or the class. And here I'll say I want to select grandparent. And here I can add the listener. So I will add the listener, add event listener. In the add event listener, I can say what happens when. So here I will say on the click of the event. So we have to define the click of the event. And then here I have to define the function which will be called when I click the grandparent. So let me do console.log. Grandparent is called. Okay. So if grandparent is clicked, I will console.log grandparent is called. Let's check, double check if it's working fine. So I click the grandparent, you see grandparent is called. Okay. So now I will copy this and I will paste it 2 times. One for the parent and one for the child. Now we'll see. So what will happen when I click the red box? What will be the printed here? Can anyone tell me? If I click the red box, what will be printed here? Grandparent, parent, child. Okay. So when I click the grandparent, child doesn't know that grandparent is clicked because child is a child of grandparent. So when grandparent is clicked, child doesn't know anything. We will always get a grandparent. What will happen when I click the parent? Yeah, bubble. Bubble should be that it will go upward. Child is downward. Okay. So even if it is captured, it doesn't go to the child. It will only stick to the grandparent because I'm clicking the top level. So the bubble or capturing effect doesn't affect like this. So if I'm clicking grandparent, it will not affect the child because I'm not even clicking here. So this does not know this child is here. What will happen if I click the green box, parent? What will be displayed here? Cat is saying parent. What about others? Okay. So when I click the parent, that is the green box, a bubble effect will come, and first parent will be shown here and then grandparent, because when I am clicking the parent, it will bubble up the effect. So first parent will be called, that is the green box. By default, the effects are the bubbling effect. So when I click the green box, the parent will be called and then also the grandparent will be called. So here you will see two statements, parent is called and grandparent is called. The parent is called and the grandparent is called. Why we have two effects? Because when I'm clicking the parent, forget about the child one, inside one. Where I'm clicking, from there, we have to see the bubbling effect. Okay, parent to grandparent. So first parent is called and then grandparent is called. Why parent is called first? Because always, by default, it is the bubbling effect. I click it, where I click it, that one will be called first, and at the top level, wherever there is a click event, it will be also called. So first parent is called, then grandparent. Okay, what will happen if I click the blue box? What will be displayed here in the console? It is saying child, parent, grandparent. Madhulata is saying child. Subramaniam is saying child, parent, grandparent. So let's click the blue box. You will see child is called, parent is called, grandparent is called. Again, when I click red box, what will be called? What will be displayed? We'll repeat again. When I click the red box is grandparent. When I click the red box, what will be displayed? Kate is saying grandparent only. What else? Any other answer? So when I click red box, it is grandparent only. What will happen when I click green box? That is the parent box. What will be displayed? Parent and grandparent. Topic is bubbling and capturing. So when I click the green box, parent is called and then grandparent is called. What will happen when I click the blue box? Child, parent, grandparent. Child is called, parent is called, because I click the choice, it bubbled up to parent, and from parent it bubbled up to the grandparent. Okay, but when I click the red box, then blue box or green box, not even bubbling effect, not even capturing effect. When I click the grandparent, then only grandparent is affected. When I click the parent, then we have to see bubbling effect or capturing effect. When I click the blue box, then we have to see whether it's a bubbling effect or capturing effect. So when I click the red box, even if it is bubbling effect or capturing effect, it will only show the grandparent. Okay, let's try to do again. When I click red box, grandparent is called. When I click green box, grandparent. Parent is called, grandparent is called. When I click the blue box, child is called, then parent is called, then grandparent is called. So first child is called, then parent is called, and then red box letter grandparent is called. Now let's make the capturing effect. Okay, let's keep the capturing. How to call the capturing effect? So we have the first part as a click. Second part is the function, what is called arrow function or normal function. And the third is the parameter, which will tell us it's a capturing event or bubbling effect. So by default, this is false. So third one is false. Default is false. And that means this third effect is called is captured, and by default it is false. Since is captured is false, so everything is a bubbling effect. Now we will change false to true and make it as a capturing event. Okay, so we made the third parameter true. That means capturing event is on. Now let's discuss again what will happen. What will happen now in the capturing effect if I click the red box? What will be displayed? Madhu is saying grandparent. What will happen? Okay, so though I click the grandparent, the click will not go to child, even if it is capturing event or even if it is public event. If I click the red box, only grandparent will be shown. So if I click the red box, only grandparent is called. What will happen when I click the green box, parent? What will be displayed here? Kate is saying grandparent, parent. I want answers from everyone. Madhu is saying grandparent, parent. Manpreet is saying grandparent, parent. Okay, let's click the green box. So you see grandparent is called first and parent is called second. What will happen if I click the blue box? Madhu is saying grandparent, parent, child. Kate is saying grandparent, parent, child. Okay. Two people have answered. I will click the blue box now. So it's saying grandparent first, then parent, and then child. So here you are seeing the capturing is coming from top to bottom, that is grandparent, parent, and child. This is called the capturing event. When it was bubbling event, it was reverse. It was first showing child, then parent, and then grandparent. Is it clear? Bubbling and capturing event is clear? Okay, let's write down. Let's write down here so that we have some notes. In case of bubbling event, child is called first, parent is called second, and grandparent is called third. In case of capturing event, this is I am clicking child. Okay, in both the cases I am clicking child. In both the case, okay, here grandparent, since capturing comes from top to bottom, so grandparent is called first, parent is called second, and child is called third. Okay, so this part is clear, right? Let's move further now. Any doubts on this part? Any questions on this part? Any questions? No questions. Okay. Okay. Let's see now we have mix and match. So for example, For example, let's see this we have as a bubbling effect and rest all we have as a capturing event. Okay. So we'll see different or let's make false everything and let's make this as a true. So let's try to understand what will happen in the mix and match. So the rule is first capturing happens and then bubbling happens. Okay, so let's try to see this figure again. So whenever I click this child, we are talking about only clicking of child because other two doesn't makes real sense what I want to explain. Whenever I click the child, the effect starts from the capturing. So capturing will start with the red, then parent, that is green, and then blue. And then it goes reverse. It goes to blue, then green, and then red. So what happens in reality? First, grandparent is called, then parent is called, then child is called, then the effect goes upward, parent, then effect goes to grandparent. So this is how it happens in reality. Whenever I click this blue button, blue box, in reality, effect starts with the grandparent, then goes to parent, then goes to child, then again goes to parent and goes to grandparent. So this is the whole flow. It happens whenever I click the blue box. Now, depending on your code, if it is false, that is, it is going in the bubbling effect. Bubbling effect comes afterwards than the capturing event. So depending on what you have, false or true, will be called based on the flow which you have like this. So, so initially, let's make it false. Let's make it false everything first. That is the bubbling effect. When I click the child, what will happen? First, grandparent is called. But in the script, it sees that it is false. So we don't show this one. Okay, we don't show this grandparent part. Then what happens? Then effect goes to parent and it will check in the parent whether it is a true or false. It is false. So it is a bubbling effect. So in the capturing part, nothing will happen. Parent will not be called. Then the effect goes to the child one. In the child one, it will see it is a false or true. It is false. So in this case, child is not called because let's make one more child. One is in the capturing effect, one in the bubbling effect. So it reaches the child and checks the part of this, that is, it is true or false for the child. So child is not called. So in this case also, child is not called because capturing effect is going on. And in the script, we have the false, that is the bubbling effect only. Then it goes to the bubbling effect with the child first. And it will go to here, child first. Is it false? That is the bubbling effect. So child is called. So this, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's continue. So what will happen? If it starts with the grandparent and we see the false, so this is not displayed, then goes to the parent and we see this is a false in the bubbling effect, so nothing will happen here also. And then the effect goes to child because first capturing event starts, and if then it goes to child, and in child also it is false, so this is not printed. Then the effect starts in the bubbling way, and it goes to the child again, and it will see, okay, it is false, so it will display this child here. And then it goes to parent, and when it goes to parent, it see false here, so it will call the parent again. And then it goes effect to the grandparent, and in the grandparent, it sees it is a false. That means bubbling effect. So this is displayed uh, now after the bubbling effect. So this is a flow which you have to remember, that what will be displayed first, what will not be displayed first. So let's try again. Now this is bubbling effect. Okay. So when I click the child, it is a child is clicked, called first, then parent, then grandparent. Why? Because it goes first grandparent, then child. No, in the code, we don't have anything in the captured phase. So it will go to the child, then parent, then grandparent. So it's going to child, parent, and grandparent. Now I will ask you a question. Let's make this one that I make this parent as a true. I make parent as a true. So this parent is in the capturing phase, whereas other two are in the bubbling phase. Now when I click this child, what will happen? Which one will be called first based on this flow? Can anyone tell me? Which one will be displayed first in the console based on this logic which we have written here? And I made this as a true, parent as a true. So what will be displayed first? I want all the three. Don't say grandparent first. Write down grandparent, parent, child, or parent, child, grandparent, or whatever it is. Don't say first one. Give all three. What will be first displayed, second, and third? Based on this logic. This is the logic which we just now discussed. And I made only the parent as a capturing. These two are bubbling effect. So what will be displayed first in the console? Madhu is saying child, parent, grandparent. So I want answer from everyone. Kate is saying grandparent, parent, grandparent. It never happens. Grandparent click 2 times because either it will be true or false. If it is true, it will be called in capturing event. If it is false, it will be called in the bubbling phase. But it cannot be in two phases. It cannot be called grandparent, parent, grandparent. It cannot be called because either it will be called in capturing event or the bubbling event. So 2 times it will never be called. True is captured. So this is captured. False is bubbling. So false is, I will write down here. False is bubbling. True is captured. What happened? Manpreet, Ole, I want answer from everyone. What will happen in this case? I made this as a false. This is true. This is false. That is, this one is in capture event. Okay, this part I explained just now after you joined. I explained this part now. Okay, let's go through it again. What will happen? First, grandparent is this is the flow which will go. Internally, first grandparent will be called, but it will not console this because it will check if it is a bubbling or capturing event. So initially it starts with the capturing event, and then it goes to bubbling effect. So it starts with the capturing, then it goes to bubbling. So first grandparent will be called. Is grandparent bubbling or captured? Just tell me this one. Is grandparent in the bubbling effect or in the capture effect in the code?
Bubbling.
It is in the bubbling because this is false. And initially it starts with the capturing event. So grandparent will not be displayed because this is in the bubbling effect and we are starting with the capturing event. Now it goes to parent one. Now check if parent is bubbling or captured. Captured. So this will be displayed first. In current case, parent will be displayed first because we reach the parent and parent is the captured event. So this one will be displayed first. Parent is called. Now then it goes to child. Child is in the bubbling or captured event?
Bubbling.
Bubbling effect. So these three are in the capture. So this child will not be called because this first we have the capturing phase going on and child is in bubbling phase. So child will not be displayed now. Then bubbling effect will start. It will start with the child. So child is in the bubbling effect. So now after parent, child will be called. Then it will go to parent again. Is parent in the bubbling effect? No. So parent will not be called because parent already called here. So parent will not be called here. Then it goes to grandparent. Grandparent is in bubbling phase. So after child, grandparent will be displayed. PCG. PCG. Let's see in the real page. So I'll check the child. So we will see parent is called, then child is called, then grandparent is called. Okay, this, and this. Let's try to change something now. Okay. I will make child in the bubbling phase and I will make this two as a captured event. So grandparent and parent are in the captured, child is in the bubbling phase. What will be the flow? Only child is in bubbling phase. Other two are in the capturing phase. What will be the flow which will be clicked first? Tell me. Let's see if you have understood. I will always click the child. I will always click the child. I will not click. So we have to all the three. So which one will be shown first? I will always click child. So we have grandparent in the bubbling in the capture, parent in the capture, child in the bubbling. So what will be your flow? What will be clicked first? Manpreet is saying GPC. Madhu is saying GPC. Kate is saying GPC. Yeah. So first it goes in the capturing phase. It will see grandparent and grandparent is in capturing. So this will be displayed first. Then it will go to parent and parent is also in the capturing phase. So this will show parent here. And then it will go to child. Child is in the bubbling phase. So this child will be ignored. Then again bubbling phase will start. Child is in the bubbling phase. So this one will be displayed based on this position. Then parent is already done, grandparent is done, so they don't make sense. So the flow will be GPC. Okay, let's double check in the screen. I click blue. So grandparent is called G, P, and C. Let's do some more changes. This one was right. Okay, let's do some more changes. I will make this false. And I'll make this true, and I'll make this true. Okay, now tell me. Grandparent is false, parent is true, child is true. So I'm writing here, grandparent is false, parent is true, child is true. Child is true, yeah. So based on this one, what will be called first? So grandparent is in the bubbling phase because this is false. Parent and child are in the capturing phase. PGP. Manpreet is saying PCG. Any other answer? Let's go start again. First, grandparent is called, grandparent is in the bubbling effect, so this will not be displayed. Then parent will go and parent is in the capturing effect, so parent will be displayed. So first will be the P. Then child will be called, child is in the capturing phase, so will be displayed C. Then again child will be called, so child is already taken care, so we will not worry about second time. P is already taken care of, so we will not worry about parent. Then grandparent is in the bubbling phase, so G will be called. So it's P, C, G, parent, child, and then grandparent. So let's check it. So it's saying parent, child, grandparent. Parent, child, grandparent. Okay, let's take one more one. Last one. I want quick answer. Okay, let's make everything too fast. I will make this as a false. So parent is false, other two are true. Parent is false. Now I want quick answer. What will be the effect of this one? This is done. So look only these three. Manpreet is saying GCP. Okay. Manpreet is saying GCP. What else? Any other answer? Kate is saying GCP. Madhu is saying GCP. Okay. Ole, what happened? You're not answering. Okay, so now first capturing event will happen. Grandparent is true, so first will be the G. That is correct. Then parent is false, so this will not display. Then child is here, child is true, so child will be displayed. Then again child will go. We already taken up care of child, so this doesn't have any meaning. Then parent will go. Parent is in the bubbling phase, so I will say P. And grandparent is already taken care of. So we'll see this effect GCP. So now it should be GCP. G, C, and P. Is this clear? Any questions or any doubt on this one? Okay, so this whole part is still not done. This is only the initial part is done. There is a little more on it, which we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, so let's write down in some notes, and then we are done with this part. Let me put it in the notes. Okay. Let me create the notes. Second. Give me 1 second. Let me create the. So this is the first part. Yeah, I'm creating the file so you can Here is the file. So this is explanation which I put in README, and this is the index file. Then this is the script JavaScript file. You can go through it and just revise it before tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll be continuing this bubbling effect more, because this is something, the part of it which we did today. There's some more thing which we have to understand. I give this link. I will give this link in the chat also. Okay, so let me put it here, what we did today. Okay, any questions on this before I talk about other things? Okay, whatever we have done, any questions on it, any doubts? Okay, so no doubts. Let me stop recording.